Broadcast engineers need professional tools to confirm the performance of both AM and FM transmitters in accordance with Part 73 of the FCC rules. This video demonstrates how to make the measurements you need to prove compliance with paragraph 73.44 for AM transmitters and 73.317 for FM transmitters. Here is how to do the measurement for analog AM. After you preset the instrument, set the desired center frequency. Then, set a span of 200 kHz. Set RBW to 300 Hz. Set VBW to 30 kHz or greater. Select the amplitude menu. Set the reference level to place the signal 1 gradicule line below the top of the display. Say Trace A to max hold. Select or create a limit line that meets FCC 73.44 requirements. Move the limit line to place it at the peak of the AM carrier. By using a marker on the peak of the carrier and using the Move Limit Line to Marker 1 function, wait for 5 minutes with max hold on. You will want to make sure all points that exceed the mask can be explained. Save your measurement with a meaningful name. And lastly, recall your measurement to be sure it was stored properly. Measuring analog FM is largely the same as the AM measurement. The primary differences are how the peak of the carrier is determined and the RBW value. After you preset the instrument, begin by setting the desired center frequency. Then, set the span to 2 MHz. At this point, turn on the appropriate limit line. Measure the peak of the carrier by setting the RBW to a value about 300 kHz and the VBW to 1 kHz. This should yield a very wide peak. Move the center of the limit line to the peak of the carrier. The limit line is now at the proper frequency and amplitude for measurements. Adjust the reference level to place the peak of the signal at the second line down from the top. Set the instrument to 1 kHz RBW and 100 kHz VBW. The precise VBW value is not critical as long as it is much wider than the RBW. Set Trace A to max hold. And finally, save your measurement with a meaningful name. Selecting the right tool for the job is critical. Anritsu spectrum analyzers meet all of the following requirements for making broadcast proofing measurements. First, the dynamic range of the instrument must be greater than 95 dB. To be sure, an 85 dB measurement can be made. Second, the ability to do max hold on a live measurement. Third, the ability to create and use a complex limit line to visually show compliance with the emission mask. And fourth, the ability to use 300 Hz and 1 kHz resolution bandwidth, along with the ability to independently set the video bandwidth to a value at least 10 times greater than the resolution bandwidth. The Anritsu Spectrum Master MS2721B is certified to fulfill these requirements. Call for a demo or visit the Anritsu website today. Anritsu, the equipment you trust for broadcast proofing measurements.